It's Teacher Appreciation Week, and this week we are going to highlight excellence in the classroom. I want to introduce to you three students who are taking college and career readiness. They'll talk about their experiences and what they're going to take away from this class. Ladies, introduce yourselves.
I'm Anayilis.
I'm Bella.
And I'm Selena.
So you're currently taking college and career readiness, and this is a class that you've had the entire school year. What were your expectations when you started the class at the beginning of the school year?
At first, I thought it was just going to be like about colleges and like to prepare you, but there was more. It went more in depth than I thought it would, and it really helped me figure out what I kind of want to do after high school.
I honestly said the same. I really thought it was just going to be about like learning about careers and getting prepared for college and the steps you have to take to get to it. But it was a lot more.
It prepares you for the future, like a lot. Shows you more than just college.
Okay, so you experienced more than you even expected. So we want to hear about that. Tell us about what you learned, some of the projects that you did in the classroom. What was your experience like?
I mean, like I said, it says in the title, you would think that, it talks about only college, but, she makes you think about what you want to do after high school, as in, like, how are you going to support yourself financially? What's your housing situation going to look like? And what are the steps and requirements you need to make sure that you have that future that you want?
She really does help a lot. You'll walk in the classroom and she'll have you make sure you check your email. She'll basically teach you like responsibility, like understanding what being responsible is, like understanding like life just isn't a game. Like you have to actually take responsibility and actually learn stuff after high school and that you're going to turn into a young adult eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She definitely does teach you a lot about that. She also just, she does teach you that life can be a little rough, but you could definitely get through it, definitely. She's a teacher that you could go to for a lot, and she teaches you a lot about, like, colleges. She tells us about her past and how college went for her, and that college sometimes isn't for everybody, but if it's for you, it's for you. But she gives you like other options. There is, if like you don't want to go to college, you could go to like other schools, you could do other things to make more money, and you won't struggle as much in life. Definitely.
Yeah, like she also teaches you like how to get a job, how to prepare for a job, how to look and behave for a job.
On a day-to-day basis, when you go into her classroom, how's it set up? What do you love about it?
Honestly, for me, I would say I love her energy. In the class, you feel like a family. So the students really like cheer her up. And like, she said, I like how she takes her past and she puts it in perspective, and she helps us learn from her past experiences, and it really does help, because sometimes you won't think about that type of stuff until you hear it from somebody else. So just her, and like individually, she's like a big inspiration, and she pushes you to try to be the best, and that's honestly what I look up to when I walk into the class, is trying to be the best for her. But I know she would want us to be better than her.
Mm-hmm.
I love how she's so prepared. Like, you walk into the classroom, she has her board set up. She's like, we got this, guys. We're going to get through a great class. Like, she's so, like, cheerful and prepared. And it's just like, okay, I'm going to match your cheerful and be prepared as well.
Yeah, just like Selena said, like, the class feels like a family. And every time you walk into the class, there's just good, like, good vibes. Like, it's just very good in there. And everybody in there, it's just like, it's never a boring day in there. She always makes the class interesting and fun, and we could just have, like, whatever we're learning about, we could just have a full-on conversation about it. Like, that's, like, the best thing about it. Like, nobody like finds the class boring. Like it's really fun. Like what she teaches, like the way she teaches, it just makes you more interested into the class.
So tell us about these fun and engaging activities.
It's
Give
like
us some examples.
she's not like the teacher where, okay, sit down, write the paper, do the assignment. That's it. Like she'll be like, okay, like we're gonna play a game, but we're also gonna learn about this assignment as we're playing the game. Like instead of just sitting down, writing paper, and just doing assignments the whole day, she, lets us get up, move around, interact with other people. It's just like not a boring classroom.
And she makes sure from the beginning of the class, she really did try to make sure that we got out of our comfort zones. And that's just amazing because, some teachers don't do that. And it's nice to know that some teachers do care about, the students' socialness.
So how did you get pushed out of your comfort zone? What happened?
I remember the beginning of the year, the way the room is set up, there's an aisle, and she would call them blocks. And she would
The
make
streets
us
and the blocks.
she would make us roll out of our seats, our desks, and we had to stand up and talk to people that we didn't know. And we would do like compare and contrasting of things that we wrote down and what they wrote down, and she does a lot of group work.
She had us sit in wherever we wanted, and then she'll always, like if you look on the board, sit next to someone new. Like you'll have to get up and sit next to someone new. She'll always tell us, make sure you introduce yourself to your neighbors, say hi to your neighbor. Like she'll like compliment your neighbor. Just have us interacting with each other, not just sitting there being quiet, not making friends. Like, yeah.
That's also how it was for me in the beginning. Me and Bella were in class together, like always, like, and sometimes if we would sit in a new seat, it would have to be in a different block. And then like it felt so weird in the beginning, and like, but it was nice because everybody got to know each other. And it's just like, that's how everybody became a family, honestly. But she really did get us out of our comfort zone.
She did?
Yes.
So what made you open up to this? What made you try in her class?
I think what made me try the most was like how like, what's the word for it? Just like how like bright she was, basically. Like she would push you to be like, not stay to yourself all the time. Like just sitting in a corner, like she'll be like, you got this, like come on, like interact with each other and stuff like that. Like she's just, I don't know, I think it's just her bright spirit. It really is.
And sometimes, like, if you couldn't, like, communicate with others, she'll help you out, and she'll help you guys talk to each other. It wasn't just like, oh, just talk to each other, and then she'll just walk away, and then nobody would talk. She would actually help the people, like, help us talk to each other and get to know each other.
With all these experiences in college and career readiness this year, what is that something special that you're going to take away and that you want to thank your teacher for?
I honestly want to thank her for getting me out of my comfort zone. When I first started, I was, I was not on the right page. I did not have the best grades. I wasn't failing, but I didn't have the best grades. And, having her as a teacher, she did understand my situation, and she always tried to comfort me and, give me the benefit of the doubt. And I did turn it around after, and I just love how she was just willing to be there. And it didn't matter who it is. She would always want to be there for somebody, and I love that in a person.
I would thank her for just letting me be myself. Like, she wouldn't be the type to be like, you need to be quiet or like something like that. Like, she'll just let you be yourself stuff. So I would thank her for letting me be myself, and thank her for like so much she's taught me about the future, and so much she's taught me to be prepared and learn about and stuff. So I would take everything she taught me with myself and move it to the future.
I would also like to thank her for getting me out of my comfort zone, for sure. There's still a little bit that I need to fix, but, she was always there to just, I don't know, she just helped me a lot. and also for being myself as well, because that's really all she does. I would just like to thank her for like always having a conversation with me, honestly, and just always, giving that energy that she does want to talk, and not like just letting me talk her ear off and like her seeming like, oh, I don't want to talk to you right now, because some teachers are like that, like you'll be talking to them and they'll just like seem like they're not interested in the conversation, but she's always interested in the conversation, and she's just always like, even when the conversation is over, she's always like making the conversation keep going constantly, no matter what.
She's just very interactive.
Yes,
Very interactive.
Another thing, she's very forgiving.
Very.
She's very sweet. She's amazing.
You could tell she loves her job, and she loves being a teacher, and she just, there's some days where she says she doesn't want to come to work, but, she still does, and she's always cheerful. Like, it's never a bad day with her, honestly.
Yeah. Like, she also, like, even if we just need a break, like, she'll always take that time to just let us breathe and collect ourselves calmly and stuff like that. Like, it's just great in that class. Like, it's, like, honestly a class that you could go to and be like, I actually want to be in this classroom.
Yeah.
Before we do the big reveal on who we are speaking about, my question to you is, what college and career are you interested in now that you've had this class for a year?
I want to go to University of Miami. I'm not going to lie. It's between being a fashion designer or a preschool teacher.
I still don't know what college I want to go to, but a career that I want to do is either be a NICU nurse or just a regular nurse, but a NICU nurse is something that I've always wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to pick somewhere that isn't far from home, but far enough where I wouldn't get, pestered. But I wanted to go to Bowling Green to study criminal law, and that's where my life is heading right now.
And I wish all three of you success. So now, who is this teacher? Who are we bragging about today? Tell us.
I wouldn't say it.
Miss Cervanic.
Miss Cervanic, your students love you. It sounds like your class is amazing because it's so engaging. And is there anything else you'd like to say?
We love you.
You're a great person. Keep going. Don't give up. You should have been here, but it's okay.
Thank you to all Lorain High teachers for continuing to be invested in the success of our students and helping them grow. We'll end with a quote by Nelson Mandela. May your choices reflect your hope, not your fears.